Hello, gamers. I'm Kevin, and welcome to an Aether Drift draft. We're here to play some Magic. I love this set. Let's start drifting. Reach max speed. Every single color combination is fun to play. All of the archetypes are viable. This set's a win. All right, what will the Plains of Aether Drift have for us today? I've been playing mostly green with this set. I'm sure most people could probably say that though. But I will say, just playing 4-color artifacts decks, very fun. Or 3-color artifacts, you don't need red by any means. The Esper artifact deck is very fun. Teamer has a couple different formats it can make. Let's see what we have. It's a decent pack. We have a Runover, a Thunderhead Gunner, and a Guardian Sunmare. Those are the 3 cards that I'm looking at as possible first picks. I do like Guardian Sunmare a lot. White is one of the less powerful colors in this set. So it's not like the best first pick, but Guardian Sunmare is quite good. I don't think Thunderhead Gunner or Runover are like, I mean, Runover is a consideration. I could just pick Runover instead of this Guardian Sunmare, but I think they're pretty close in power level. And Runover's always good. Guardian Sunmare is not always playable because we're not always in white. Runover is like always good. I'm just going to take Runover here over the Guardian Sunmare. They're pretty close. Okay, pick 2. Some choices here. Had I taken that Guardian Sunmare, I'd be pretty high on this Veteran Beast Rider. But I'm still kind of high on that Veteran Beast Rider. It's between that and the Ranger's Refueler. Veteran Beast Rider is very, very good. But we did just pass a white card, and I like starting a draft with Ranger's Refueler. There wasn't a whole lot of exciting blue in the other pack either. Yeah, I think I'll pass this Veteran Beast Rider and take this Ranger's Refueler. Pack's kind of weak. We have a Gibberic Omnivore or a Bestow Greatness we could consider. There's also some dual lands we could think about, but they aren't dual lands we care that much about. There is a Trip Up in this pack as well. That card is playable. I don't like it as much as either of these, though. Wastewood Verge, I think, is probably going to be our pick. Just for the fact it splashes for whatever, and I do like playing lots of colors in this set. Autarch Mammoth here. See a blue-black land that looks interesting. It's just nice to be able to play a Thundering Broodwagon in your green-blue deck, you know. I think Autarch Mammoth is our pick here over a Hazard of the Dunes. It's good to see some green coming our way. This is quite a pack. Migrating Ketrodon. There's also a Defend the Rider and a Veloheart Bike. I really like Defend the Rider. I think I want to take this Migrating Ketrodon. Just to have like as many as possible. There's also a Flood the Engine in this pack. Flood the Engine is quite good. Maybe we'll just plan to wheel a Ketrodon and take this Defend the Rider. Defend the Rider is the kind of card you take when you're in green, not the kind of card to push you into green. I'm gonna take it though. Oh man, that's kind of unfortunate, but that's all right. There's a Skystreak Engineer in this pack. I don't need two Defend the Riders. I would have liked to take that Ketrodon into this Defend the Rider if I could redo it, but Skystreak Engineer is a good pick. Ooh, Marshall's Path Cruiser, pick 7. This card is very much first pickable. A Broadside Barrage coming around pretty late, but Path Cruiser is certainly the pick. All right, pick 8 Veloheart Bike. Pretty excellent. Help us splash whatever we need to. Help us get up to 6 mana. Another Veloheart Bike or a Rugged Highlands? A little higher on the Rugged Highlands. Veloheart Bike is great, but I already have one. And I'm not going to play more than like 2 of these in a deck, so I'll take the dual land. Let's see, Walking Sarcophagus. I guess Chitin Gravestalker could be fine if we end up in black-green. But I'm just going to take this Walking Sarcophagus, I think. Bloodfell Caves over Bestow Greatness or a Trip Up. Bestow Greatness and Trip Up both wield. I should probably take one of those. I don't love Trip Up. Beast Rider Vanguard. I don't love Trip Up, but I think I like Bestow Greatness a little bit less. Here we go. Rangers Refueler number 2. Bestow Greatness is definitely a better card than Trip Up in this particular format, just because of how many big fatties green has. Honestly, that probably would have been a good late pick, just for the fact that we have some fatties already. Oh well. I like Trip Up enough. Rangers Refueler into a Possession Engine. Wow, look at these packs. Ketrodon run over another Rangers Refueler. Gonna take the Possession Engine. Plan to wheel that Beast Rider Vanguard. That pack has a lot of goods in it. Wow. Rangers Refueler number 3 for us. 3 in a row. The first 3 packs we've seen have had these. Wow. All right. We'll take a third one, since we had to pass the other one. Imagine having 4 Rangers Refuelers in your deck. All right, so we're going to need to find some Stampeding Scurryfoots. Certainly. Some Keen Buccaneers. Well, Venomsac Lagak does fuel or cruise the Rangers. Goes well with Run Over. There is another Defend the Rider in this pack, but I don't know. We don't have any creatures in our deck yet, so I want to get a few creatures. I'm going to take Venomsac Lagak here. Wow. Another Possession Engine. Pick 5. Wow. All right. This is pretty cool. Ooh, decisions. Broodwagon plus... I wish I had taken that other Veloheart bike. Bounce Off would probably be good. Nimblethopterist, probably a good choice too. There is a Broodwagon. Another Defend the Rider. All right, I'll take this one. The Reef Roads here, but I like Defend the Rider. Maybe enough to play two. Kind of running out of slots in order to play this Broodwagon. I don't know if that's going to happen. We will certainly see. It's not like red has been very open, but we do have 3 sources of black already. Ooh, a Broodheart engine, pick 8. I feel like that's going to be worth our splash over this Skystreak Engineer or this Pit Automaton. Oh man, Pit Automaton with our Rangers refuelers. Oof. I think I need to take that with all of this exhausting that we're doing. Yeah, I'm going to take that over the Broodheart engine. That was tough. That was really tough. A Nimblethopterist looks pretty good. That Cruise, our possession engine. Gives us extra bodies to make up for the fact that our 2-drops aren't all creatures. And we have a lot of vehicles, mainly. It's 8 so far. 7 if you don't count the Broodwagon. Wow. And the Rangers refueler wheels. We are certainly refueling. We're never going to run out of gas with these. Let's go Surveyor. Spectral Interference. Ooh, a black-green dual land? Alright, we're probably online with that Broodwagon. We wheeled another red land. That's interesting. I see another Rangers refueler here, and we don't need that. we don't need that at all. Oh, I'm just looking at my chat for the first time. Broodwagon, yes. Glad I appeased the crowd there. Hey, Dream Dragon, good to see you. Elvish Refueler's definitely our pick here. We're gonna want a Keen Buccaneer or 2 from this pack. Ooh, Dismal Backwater. Can I wheel this Skystreak Engineer? Absolutely. Can't I? Maybe not. Skystreak Engineer is definitely going to help what we're doing. I'm going to take this Dismal Backwater, though. Mindspring Merfolk. There's a Tarian. Look at all these cards. Why does this pack have to have all the good cards in it? I think Mindspring Merfolk is the best card. But what do we need? Yeah, we probably just need Mindspring Merfolk. That works for me. Dual land, Vinwixt, Surrounding Spire. Meh. I don't really want Vinwixt that much. It does not crew vehicles, and I don't think Scrounging Skyray is ever going to grow. I'm just going to take this dual land. We only need like 1 or 2 more playables anyway. Ooh, Hazard? Heck yeah. That's nice. Lagak. Smack it with Lagak. Ooh, another Pit Automaton? You know, that makes me feel a little silly for not taking the Broodheart. But a second Pit Automaton will be good. And we're just going to run them over with Ranger's Refuelers. That's really the only option we have. Oh, here we go. Red Splash is live. Right? Do we want that over a Glitch Ghost Surveyor? I don't even know. I don't know if we need 2 Glitch Ghost Surveyors, so... You know, I really don't think I need a 5th Ranger's Refueler. I think another Veloheart bike might do. Yeah, we're going to go with the Veloheart bike. Because we don't need 5 Rangers Refuelers. I feel pleased with the number that we have currently. There we go. There's that wheel on the Engineer. Hull Drifter is a consideration, but we're drawing a lot of cards. Probably don't need to be spending mana on that. Gosh darn it, I still have to cut things. It's a lot of artifacts. We're just splashing back black for that Broodwagon, and that's probably fine. Card is rather good. I really like the game plan of Veloheart biking into Possession Engine. I think Defend the Rider is a bit necessary with our Possession Engines. Removal is kind of light. Just have Possession Engines and Run Over. And we have the Broodwagon, of course. Maybe the black is not worth playing. Throw a Thunderhead Gunner in so I don't flood out. Flooding out's not going to happen with this deck, not with all those refuelers. Let's just see. I have to cut cards, so I'm just seeing if I make the deck more consistent and not splash anything if it looks better. And I don't know that it does. Can I cut a land from this deck? I don't really need to. Trip Up looks like it could be good. I want to hit all my land drops. And how do I win? Just by blowing him out with Defend the Rider? Really? Pit automatons are going to be great. So, if we could take out one card and replace it with a Thundering Broodwagon, what would it be? Yeah, but what do we cut for the Brood Wagonator? I guess it could just be number 41. We just be lazy. We are going to be drawing through a lot of cards. There is a chance that we mill ourselves. You know what? I'm drawing so many cards. Actually, a consideration. Is Beast Rider Vanguard my worst card? Kind of weird when I have 2 Pit automatons to consider cutting such a thing. I'm seriously thinking about just playing 41 because I'm drawing so many cards. Yeah, let's run it. 41 it is. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't play 41 cards. Let's fix this. All right, I'm drawing plenty of cards. We're cutting a Beast Rider Vanguard. That's how it's going to be. It would have been nice to have an extra Ketrodon. This deck looks a little weird without having some way to gain life with the big 6-drop, but Possession Engine is quite strong. Well, first match of the day is taking a little while. Looks good to me. Excellent. I'm gonna cycle something. Thanks, Jim Dragon. Your luck is well received. I had the option of playing an island in these two, but I think it's better to just get the big creature out. Now I want to attack for 6 instead of just 4. Play a refueler. The next turn I can play this refueler and activate this one. And then I can crew and attack for 10. I suppose not. Marshall's Path Cruiser. I don't love trading it off with a Spike Shell Harrier. But it does clear the way for my refuelers. You know what? I'm just going to pass here so that I can block with the Marshall's Path Cruiser if our opponent decides to attack. Hull Drifter works. Okay, now I want to play this hazard. And I want to crew. And attack. I'm totally fine with him trading off with one of the refuelers. If he does, that means the Path Cruiser gets through. And I have this Merfolk and another refueler, so we're going to be drawing more cards. Especially after this Pit Automaton's on the board to go with this Merfolk. That's a pretty wild combo. There we go. Okay. Oh, here we go. Sacrifice Hull Drifter to bring back Spike Shell Harrier? That is awesome. I think it would make sense to just attack my opponent with flyers and win in a few turns. That's annoying. My opponent considering attacking, I wonder? My opponent has quite a blockade. I can attack with the Venomous Lagak. But I don't really like that play very much. I'm just going to play a Jungle Hollow and leave up a Mindspring Merfolk and pass, I guess. No, I guess I'll attack with my Marshall's Path Cruiser. That makes sense. Then I have to tap things I don't want to. No. Yeah, and I could have played this forest in order to have 7 mana to exhaust the hazard, but I wanted to make sure I had a second black source so that when I draw Broodwagon, I can actually play it. Okay, now we're full. Put 2 more counters on that so that it gets around the flyers. Yeah, this is the play. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll have 3 mana left over, so let's me do both of those. Yeah, I think I'd rather have 4 mana. Okay, so now I play. I go to attacks. Let's see. Do I want to animate the Marshall's Path Cruiser and attack? I don't really see a benefit to doing so. No. If I had a Bestow Greatness, things might be a little different. And we have 3 mana to pay for that diversion unit. That works. And now, since this has hexproof, I might as well run over this Duretti. And then pass with the Defender Rider up. Looks like a pretty clean position. Elvish Refueler is great to draw late game when you have exhausters out. You need to push through the rest. Not quite as good early on when your opponent just gets to lightning strike it as soon as you play it. Back. Ah. This card's so fun. Good game, DBR. All right, 2 Defend the Riders. Not bad. We probably didn't need that second one, to be fair, but that was fun. Part of me thinks it was wrong to cut that Beast Rider Vanguard because it does search for our possession engines. But I like the other cards better. I like having 2 Pit Automatons. That card's really good in our deck. We are exhausting refuelers, never running out of gas. That's our plan here. Exhaust, exhaust, then exhaust some more, and when we run out of gas, we keep refueling, and then we refuel the refueler with another refueler. You know what I mean? This looks good to me. Path Cruiser looking pretty sweet. This card is so good. Gotta be one of the best commons in the set. Because it's so perfect on turn 2 to set up your game. Card is awesome. Glory Heathlinks is a good card. I do not like the fact my opponent's going to get more than one land off of it. Oh, I am glad my opponent wasted that Surveil. I can crew the Path Cruiser with these creatures. Good trade. I don't really want to play my Refueler yet while my opponent has all that open mana. But it seems like they might be missing blue. Maybe this is exactly what I want to do. All right. Got him. Yeah. Yeah, they were totally missing blue. Nothing to do. I thought at first they were just bluffing, having nothing to play, but when that when the Glory Heathlinks just hit my Marshall's Path Cruiser, it was clear they were out of things to do. All right, this hand looks keepable. And Defend the Rider is it's a creature potentially. I wonder what the percentage of this card actually being played as a creature is. 10%. I don't like this very much. I can't kill that thing on curve. I'm gonna need a Lagak. Pretty strong curve from our opponent. Hopefully they just upgrade that Greenbelt Guardian and we can steal it. Oh, they missed a land drop. We needed that. We needed that stumble pretty badly. Okay, excellent. Now I can wait to play Possession Engine until I have Defend the Rider up. Everything's just dandy. Did I just try to kill everything now? Yeah, I mean, I have the Defend the Rider to save it in case he has something else. Yeah. Now we get to steal the Scurryfoot with Possession Engine. Hypothetically, my opponent doesn't play a fourth land. All right. Yeah, I think I still steal Scurryfoot over the Boom Scholar. Well, I mean, I can crew with the Boom Scholar. That is relevant, but I think I'd rather just take his Scurryfoot. It lets my opponent get some damage in, but I get an extra card out of it. No, thank you. He said nay. Next turn I get to attack for 9. Pretty sweet. Oh, wow. That's pretty good. All right, so do we just turn things sideways here? Absolutely. I think my clock's better. It would have been nice to draw something other than a land there. We're pretty heavy on lands in particular. We've got 5 spells to our 8 lands so far. Yeah, this isn't our spell. But hey, we just need to draw like 1 refueler and we're back on. We're back in it. All right, more lands. Lands are cool too. Who doesn't like lands? How much do I care about this Veloheart bike? Not that much. You saved your tutu. Way to go. Alright, let's get a refueler off the top. Got a pretty high chance of getting one. That works too. All right, now we need to draw something besides land. There's some. Love to see it. Yeah, we got our 7th spell there. I'm pleased. I mean, after drawing 9 lands out of our deck, we should be seeing some heat for a few turns. No attack, even with the Boom Scholar. Boom Scholar threatened a lot of damage with the trampling from Ketradon. But more lands. More lands. Pass. Ten lands, 7 spells. These are not numbers that I'm happy with. Yay, we did it! All right. We drew a refueler. There are 3 more in the deck. Now it's our opponent's turn to flood out. I see 11 spells, 12 spells for our opponent so far. Yeah, that's probably going to kill the refueler. Waited on that. The Elvish refueler, that is. They're using their noggin. Man, that was dumb. I should have saved that for when I had the mana to draw 2 cards off of it right away. My opponent hadn't killed any of my things the turns before, so I didn't threaten any action, so I figured they didn't have removal. I bet they just top decked that. That's why they paused for a good few seconds after their first draw. Like we're gonna lose a refueler here. Nah. Damn it. Yeah, playing that Elvish Refueler was a bit of a throw. Ugh. It's time to give them their Scurryfoot back. Oh, there's a trick? Oh, that's fucking boring. What a lucky opponent. How many spells have they seen to our 6? More lands? Super cool. Well, that's game. What can you do? Some opponents just get lucky. Good draws for our opponents. I'll say I still had fun, even though I got land screwed to hell. Yeah, I mean, we drew 12 lands to, I think, 8 spells. 9. No, we saw 9. What can you do? What can you do? Might have gone a little differently if we'd played that Elvish Refueler, but that opponent got really lucky. A couple turns in a row, top decking gas. They top decked the Bestow Greatness. We know that based on their last couple attack steps, and they top decked the Outpace Oblivion the turn before that. So, you know, sometimes you lose to good top decks. And looks good. If I play this before I have the mana to activate it, it will get killed. I know it. So, I'm not going to. Wait, a bomb. Okay. It's not a creature. Cruise the World Wagon. Okay. How unpleasant. Yeah, the snake's definitely gonna die. Snake is definitely gonna die. I think I'll probably just play Veloheart. I don't know. I don't really want to let my opponent attack with that World Wagon for free. You're gonna have a lot of mana next turn to play whatever and crew this. I'm just gonna play a Veloheart Bike and pass. Just defend the rider up. I want to be able to block that World Wagon. It deals way too much damage. The snake is dead. Yep, Keen Buccaneer is live. All going according to plan so far. Opponent has open mana. Not willing to test it. Wow, what a top deck. That's awesome. Bye, Broodheart Engine. All right, we got to cast our Thundering Broodwagon. The last turn was unpleasant because we couldn't both play the Veloheart Bike and get our Swamp, but that was nice. Yeah, Broodheart Engine needs to die immediately. Get that off the board. Stop fixing our opponent's draws. Prevent them from getting a World Wagon back. A joyous occasion. Come at me. Ooh, nice. Yeah, totally get rid of that Broodheart Engine. I'm gonna wait to play the Marshall's Path Cruiser because I don't want to have to stretch my mana that thin. This way I get to leave up blockers and pay for things. I could have played Marshall's Path Cruiser and this and paid for this and not had the mana to defend it. And I just don't like that idea. Gonna scrap Compactor my Pit Automaton? Probably not. Wow. Mad Gas. Excellent. We're not in much of a position to attack. Our opponent has a lot on the board. We're just gonna do what we can to build ours. Alright, now I've got enough blockers for everything. I can't both exhaust the Engineer and keep up Defend the Rider, though, so we'll see how we play that out. Well, makes that decision easy. Alright, I guess I'll just pass. I can Pit Automaton, Skystreak Engineer to make it a 5/7. Seems pretty good. But doing that on my turn while they were tapped out would have required me to tap one of my blockers, and I don't love that idea. Nice. That's a huge Skystreak Engineer now. It can start beating down, can't it? Yeah, let's get in there. The big old pilot. I wonder what the exhausting entails. Turns on turbo and like all these little... What is this thing hanging? Is that a snake? There's a snake incorporated into this vehicle somehow. All right. That's, you know, the wonders of modern science. So when you exhaust it, you feed the snake, and then the snake like becomes enormous. Maybe that's what the extra 2 counters are. Probably not. Maybe it turns into some sort of Megazord. It's a cool bike. I'd like one personally. I should have played around that spectral interference with this land. Whoops. Cool. Let's do it again. Draw some more cards. Nothing else. All right. So I'll play a Skystreak Engineer then. Oh, I can't play this one and do the thing. Oh well. One at a time, I suppose. I'd like to be attacking with these things, but I don't have enough creatures to support attacks. Getting our Autarch Mammoth countered there was bad. I could have played the land and played around it, but I didn't really think about the fact my opponent had a Swamp and a Veloharp Bike up to counter my spell. It was a good play. Our opponent has 2 Broodheart engines to go with our Achik. It's a good deck we're facing. This Liliana Vess. Really? Just to stop it from being a 5/7? Alright. I gotta be careful though with my refuelers because it can draw me too many cards. We have a refueler somewhere though. I just want to win with flyers. That's annoying. Interesting. Let's draw a couple cards. Damn. Now they can triple block the 5/7 Skystreak Engineer. Never mind. opponent has a lot of creatures to attack back with, but yeah, I'll just attack with this. Add a couple more damage. And we get to play more creatures. Yep. We lost some life. Damn, another bounce. There we go. We have another 7/9. That's what we needed. So much on the ground. I guess this thing does help me crew vehicles, even though I probably won't be exhausting it. How many chump blockers can we produce? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can bring it back and get 5 1/1s. I feel like that's fine. He wants to do that. All right. Oh, wow. It's a good play. What's happening, Liliana? Pump up this engineer, getting some extra damage. Our opponent has one flyer left. Clara Lagak. And our hazard. Keep up the Veloheart bike so that we can crew the Broodheart. I guess I could have played this land, so we can do that. Whatever. Opponent's coming in. See if we have enough blockers. I think we do, but it's going to be close. That one life might have mattered. We'll see. It's close here. That looks good. We take 13. Go to 1. Good game. Good game. Wow. That was a fun one. Yeah, we had them in the air with these flyers next turn either way, so they had to swing out. Wow. The only life that matters. That was awesome. That Thornwood Falls didn't matter. Oh, that's hilarious. I actually miscounted when I blocked his Atchik. I thought he was only going to make 5. I forgot about the extra one from Broodheart Engine. We were close. Cutting it close there. It was a good game. We needed to draw that Hazard of the Dunes. Oh, these have been some grindy games. I think I've only played 3 games so far. It's taking like an hour and a half. Jeez. 4 games. I've played 4 games. Fine. All right, we're 3-1. Going into the next game. Oh yeah. I'm in. Engineers. Hit Automaton. A land would be nice next turn. Yeah, that card is pretty darn good. We beat it last game. See if we can pull it off again this game. Wow. That is definitely enough to crew. Our Ranger's Refueler is being sacrificed to the World Wagon. Artifacts, so they're just going to play vehicles, right? I should probably Possession Engine one of those now. Or should I just turn on the clock? Let's turn on the clock. All right. That is not a vehicle. We can definitely snatch it. Oh, that's awesome. Snatch. Oh, that's awesome. This is not what I expected after seeing 2 Voyager Quick Welders. The Unswerving Slothimus. This card is hilarious. I'm not sure that I give it the respect it deserves. Our opponent just can't attack. We get to Possession Engine their Beast Rider next turn. Or that. Or that, I suppose. Got him. All right. Making our way back towards the top 1200. Had several Trainwreck Alchemy drafts. All right, 4-1. This deck's pretty fun with 4 Rangers refuelers. We definitely have not run out of gas. In the one game we lost, we probably could have figured it out. All right, I'll keep. I don't have all of the mana I would like, but I do have this Pit Automaton and this Rangers refueler. I'll probably cycle that Broodwagon if I don't draw land next turn. Oof. Brutal. I suppose it was just bait, though. The Collision Course would have done a lot better killing this Rangers refueler. Nice. How about that payment plan? Alright, see some green mana coming up soon. Or not. Damn. There's likely a Bestow Greatness in the near future. But I think that's okay. 1, 2, 3. You go down to 12 otherwise. No, I'm okay with that. Okay. Trade works too. Had to be okay with the combat trick, and I was. That is worth taking. Nice. Very tempting here to attack. Very tempting. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. No fear. If they had Ride's End, they could Ride's End it anyway, right? We might as well get some damage in. All right. Nice. I thought they were going to leave back that Lagak to block. And when they didn't, I figured they had a trick, but we were ready to run into it. Or run over it, I should say. That is quite a bomb. Wow. Well, I don't have much green mana to work with, so I might as well kill that thing now. Oh, I can do the thing. Boom, boom. And pit on. This Beast Rider's pretty nasty, even though it can't attack. Need to top deck a land, and we'll be able to attack through that. All right, not quite. Oh wait, no, we still can. We have the Pit Automaton. We can still attack through it. Yeah, I'll just make it 10. Then I can play this. I suppose I should do this. Let's see. Oh no, never mind. No, undo. Pathmaker is acceptable. Salvation Engine. Well, that is a card. That was weird. Alright, we'll play this Hazard of the Dunes, keep up, defend the rider. That's big. That's a big creature. I guess I'll just block with this 7/9 because it's not that big. Good game, opponent. Good game. Yeah. Possession engine, quite strong. Stealing a veteran Beast Rider. There are definitely better targets, but probably not a whole lot. Having a passive ability like that attached to whatever you grab with Possession Engine, pretty crazy. Like Mu Yan Ling, for example, or Pactol Terror. Pactol Terror is a very good one. We're 5-1 with Aether Drift. Let's keep rolling it. See if we can get 2 more wins. I'm excited for Dragon Storm. Tarkir is one of my favorite planes. And this set looks super cool. Enemy colors are my jam. I just like them more than allied colors. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm more partial to them. Because maybe they are a mismatch instead of the standard cohesion, and the hipster inside me, I suppose. Dragonback Assault. 6 mana enchantment for Temur. 3 green, blue, red, 3 damage to each creature in each planeswalker, and landfall make a 4/4 dragon. That is awesome. I am very excited about this. Ooh, we get a new Tygam. This hand looks like I could get screwed. I'm face palming your pun. Oh, what have I done? I'll admit, Miles Howes, you threw me off my game with that one. Marshall's Pathcruiser is going to want to get a swamp. Okay, how about I do this? Marshall's Pathcruiser to grab a swamp. Play the Mindspring Merfolk. We're good. Now we're putting pressure on our opponent to kill that thing. If he doesn't, we can draw a few cards next turn. At least we're not taking Pathcruiser damage. The Pathcruiser's going to make it in this time. Probably just chump block with Mindspring Merfolk. Yeah, I like that idea. You draw 3 cards off of it. Pit Automaton's awesome. The amount of damage we're going to take, even though we get to kill that path cruiser, is kind of awkward. But I think it's best to get rid of it. Pretty good. We're taking a lot of damage. Nearly half our life total. And this is in order for us to stabilize next turn. Ooh. And boy, will we. Let's see, 4. Oh no! 1, 2, 3. That's bad. We're probably gonna die to that. Well, I'm at least not dead this turn. That was boring. Haunted Network is pretty good. Yeah, that Skyseer Chariot, getting him for 3 a few times was enough to kill us. Didn't really do anything to stop it either. I guess playing the Thundering Broodwagon that turn was probably our mistake, because we could have just like played the 4/4 and maybe chump blocked. Because we ended up taking 8 that turn anyway. That didn't really accomplish the goal. Yeah, that was probably the wrong decision then. Alright, what do we got here? A good hand. The card. How do we beat that? Broodwagon is our only answer. Bankrupt Bodega must be busy doing something else. Yeah, remember to write this guy's name down. We can't report people for roping because maybe they just take a long time to think about things. Riverturn Monument is a pretty boring card to play against. It doesn't really have any interaction. It just kills your opponent naturally as the game goes on. It's a really good top deck too, late game. Happens to be a pretty good early play, as it kills your opponent in like 6 turns. I'd like to try and draw into my Broodwagon before my opponent mills it. 2 more tapped lands there is pretty unlucky. Really needed an untapped land to be able to play our Autarch Mammoth next turn. There we go. That's what we needed to see. Let's see, make it 8 cards. Draw 2, mill 2, goes on to 14. Activating a Ranger's Refueler could be dangerous. It's all going according to plan. We have our brood wagon. I have 4 turns. See if I can do it without activating any exhaust abilities. Oh man, this is good. Got him. Get wrecked, you roping jerk. Nice slow play. That one felt good. I do like to beat a River Churn Monument. Ooh, spicy. 4 cards left. 3 cards left. That was fun. I mean, it's one thing to play River Churn Monument. I don't judge you for that. I judge you for how long you took your second turn. I suppose it was turn 3. Fine. All right, we are 6-2. Let's get one more win. Get that trophy. This deck's fun. It was good enough to cut a Beast Rider Vanguard because I decided I drew enough cards. We are lacking removal pretty hard, but we're just winning with giant creatures in the air and using our removal where it matters. I mean, all we have is Run Over and Thundering Broodwagon. But Defend the Riders have been pretty clutch. Oh yeah. That's a hand. Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. It's kind of why combat tricks can replace removal sometimes. The old mascot. Well, I suppose the Venom Sac Lagak is coming down instead of Pit Automaton. Land. And give me some land. Nailed it. Thank you, deck. Thank you, deck, for your generosity in giving me what I need. We're gonna take another blue mana. If we need the black mana, we'll get it eventually. Tempted to let this Spot Cycle Scouter get in. Play a lot of artifacts for our opponent to kill with District Mascot. Mascot can just also attack and kill an artifact. Our opponent's considering it. Yes, you can have that Ranger's Refueler. Don't mind these two in my hand. Yes, I'm attacking now. It's my turn. Ooh, a Tarion. Oh, my opponent didn't crew their Spot Cycle Scouter and attack for 6? What? Probably smart. Probably smart. Probably smart on their part, but what if I played another Ranger's Refueler? And what if I activate? Yeah, I know. Yeah. Ooh. All right. I don't need to try attacking through Tarion. That seems irresponsible. We'll leave up the Death Toucher. We can also double block Tarion, though not very satisfactorily. Bring Tarion. Bring the beats. Throw Bestow Greatness on and deal me 12 damage in one attack. Do it. Nope, no attacks. Okay. It's fine, too. Okay, I guess there's another one. Alright, you wouldn't play that if you didn't have a third creature with no abilities, would you, JH? Alright, I'm proud of you. I think Elvish Refueler to draw me cards is my play here. I think my goal is to try and draw into my flyers now to try and win that way. I don't want to try and get through that Tarion, so yeah, let's get our Refueler out and pump it up so it's out of range of a quick scrap compacting. And the main reason, I really want to draw land. There we go. Otherwise, I would have just, like, played Pit Automaton. Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, that's fair. Too many cards. Too many cards. Good games. Good games, fellas. Oh, that was fun. Visit the Shores of Imagination? What is that? It's a core achievement? Oh. That was our 1000th game since achievements were released. How exciting. Wow. I've played 1,000 games since then. What does that say about me? What percentage of time have I been playing Magic since these things came out? Oh, that was awesome. All right, good games. That was a long one, too. Let's take a look at this trophy deck. That splash for Thundering Broodwagon, honestly, was so essential. Our deck would have been terrible without that Broodwagon. It won us so many games. It won us every game that we played it, pretty much. That Thundering Broodwagon was insane. And we knew it would be. That's why I picked it when I was like a green-blue deck. 7-2. What did we first pick again? It was a green card, wasn't it? Runover? We first picked this Runover. And then we got a Rangers Refueler. We saw like 4 more Rangers Refuelers. We got 3 Rangers Refuelers from pack 2. From pick 2. Or sorry, pick 1, pick 3, and I guess pick 10. Crazy. 2 Possession Engines. Pack 2 was wild. We got 2 Possession Engines, 3 Rangers Refuelers, a Thundering Broodwagon, all in pack 3. Or pack 2, sorry, pack 2. Anyway, that was fun. And I thank you for being here. Thanks for watching. I'm Kevin. That was an awesome Aether Drift draft. We were drifting, we were drafting, we were refueling, and we never ran out of gas. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time. Peace.